Mike Joseph is standing by with one of the seniors' parents all the way in from England. Here's Mike.
Well, thank you, Gary. I have the pleasure of sitting here with Leah Ottewill and Paul Soulsby. Paul, thank you so much. You've made a long trip. It is great to have you here.
Thank you very much.
Great to have you as well.
Thank you.
Well, let me talk a little bit. Loughborough, England. Just tell us a little bit about maybe that. We'll start with you. Tell us about how Harriet grew up and a little bit about her basketballs when she was young.
Okay, so Harriet started playing when she was 12 at school, and it kind of became an interest, took over her life, and we actually we were living in Berlin at that time, so that's where she started playing, and we went to England for a wedding, and we found a basketball camp which was in Loughborough, and when we went to pick her up they said, can we keep her? And they said it was 2 weeks till the start of school, and they said an England scout had been down to see her, and if she could stay with them, she'd make the England team, and that's the Loughborough connection.
That is fantastic, and we always wonder how she got here. Maybe tell us a little bit about, when was the first time, Paul, you thought that she could play at a very, very high level?
I think that's a very difficult question, but I think it was really when she was around 15, 16, and as Leah said, she was scouted in Loughborough, and that is actually the central home for basketball in the UK, and suddenly they were talking about her being on the national team for the GB team. So we were very surprised, very pleased at the time, and step by step she started working her way through the ranks, the junior team, the under 16, under 18, and well, we really started believing she could do something.
Unbelievable, and she played on the 16U, the 18U European Championship teams, the 18U, right, the 20U as well. Just a phenomenal career. Stays up late, but I think we have the time difference, so you have to stay up late because our games a lot of times are at 7 at night, so that means it comes on right around 1 o'clock, Leah.
Right, yeah, and in fact I can't stay up, I'm too old. I actually go to bed and I've got a mummy alarm clock, and I wake up at 1 o'clock. It's only failed me once when I woke up at half time, but I wake up at 1 o'clock, I get up, I go, I watch the game, and I come back to bed about 3 o'clock in the morning.
She's been fantastic. She is one of my favorite players to watch. Paul, her kind of coming on the last couple of years, she's become so much more offensive-minded. Have you seen the same thing?
Oh, absolutely. Particularly this year, we've seen it because she is quite physically a slight player, but it's great to see her when she gets under the basket and mixes it up. I mean, that's something that she wouldn't have done a couple of years ago, so we're really pleased. And also, we get feedback from her coaches who knew her when she was in the UK. They watch too, and they're very complimentary about how she's developed, particularly this last 2 years.
Yeah, she told me after the game, we had her as player of the game, and she mentioned to me, I'm just taking it to the basket. I only have a few games left, and I'm going to go do it. And she's really been the force inside for us. She's been fantastic. Let's quickly just talk a little bit about when you come over here. How long do you stay? I think you've been here now for a week, maybe.
Yeah, it's about we try and be here to see 2 games at least. Yeah, so about a week. We'll go back on Monday. Yeah.
That's fantastic. So you get a chance. Do you talk to her, chat with her? Do you FaceTime her? Is that how you guys can stay in contact?
Yeah, so it's really FaceTime. I mean, it's amazing that, we live 10,000 kilometers apart. And, with the marvels of Apple, we've got FaceTime a couple of times a week. We can be in touch and chatting. And, of course, for me as her father, I need at least 30 seconds to chat with her. And then I hand over to her mom, who talks a good half hour.
Unbelievable.
When I watch the games, I text her anything nice that anyone says about her.
Right.
Or when the guys here say, oh, she's all arms and legs, I text her that. And last week at the Lehigh game, she had a great game, and the coaches were being very complimentary. And at one point they said, I hope her folks back home are watching this. And I'm going, I am.
Chime in, I am. It has been such a pleasure. Let me just tell you, I've watched her for 4 years, and you have raised the most amazing daughter. She's a fantastic person. She has been an element not only on the basketball court, but in the community. Thank you so much. We've had a great time.
Thank you so much.
And next time we'll talk about that jacket.
That's great. Well, it's very slimming, I find.
Back to you.